Hi everyone, how's everyone doing? How's everyone's week going? I hope everyone's doing really well. I hope your week's been going all right. It is the last week of January. We're almost done with the first month of the year. It's crazy. It doesn't feel, I know it's only like 1 month into the new year, but still, it doesn't feel like it's been quite that long. So that's cool. Anyway, we are continuing on with our Canadian recipes week. Today we are making poutine, which is not in the least bit healthy. Not at all, but really tasty. So let's get to it. It's time for another episode of Cooking with Kaitlin. That's me. Enjoy. All right. So you're going to be slicing up your potatoes that you've washed. And if you want yours peeled, peel them. We're good with them as this. We're cutting them up into fries, so your desired thickness for any of them or thinness, totally up to you. Not aiming for thin necessarily, but not like steak fries either. So just kind of your average everyday fries, and we leave the skins on because they have nutrients in them, and I don't really think they have much flavor, so they don't bother us. But I know some people, or if you've got like kids who are eating with you, I don't think I liked them when I was a child that much. But it's kind of, if you've got picky eaters who are going to be all like, I don't want skins, then peel them, or make them peel them. They're the ones who don't like them. If it's you, you do you. But if it's somebody else, maybe they should have to peel them. All right. So I'm going to do that with the rest of our potatoes. And when I'm done with them, I'm putting them in a bowl. So we're going to soak them with some water, because we're going to actually fry them this time instead of baking, because that's what we're supposed to do for the authenticity. So I'll check back when we're done with that. All right, now we're going to let them soak in cold water for about 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and move on from there. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Poured the water out. Now we're going to be taking them out and patting them dry before we fry the fries. To be honest, you only need about 1 to maybe 1.5 potatoes per person, unless you're married to a man or a person like my husband. Because when I was like, oh baby, I'm just gonna get I think 2, maybe 3 potatoes at most, and and he was like, well, what if I want leftovers or just want more fries, even if there's nothing else for the poutine? And I was like, all right, I'll just get 4 potatoes, even though we should only have had no more than 3. But he works hard. He's a good man, so it's okay. Got lots of them. And I've got some oil heating up, kind of a medium-low heat over there. I'll be honest, I've never actually fried French fries. I've always done the baked, because that's how I grew up with them. But for this, it seemed like everybody was very adamant that they had to be fried. And who am I to argue with authenticity? Everything I've read says if you're going to actually fry them, you do them on a lower heat first, drain them, and then you fry them again on a more like medium to high heat. And you can do a twice fry. So we are patting them dry like this. And then gonna put them in the fryer in batches, or in the pot with the oil in batches, and I'll move you guys over to see that in a second. All right, so I've got it on a low medium heat to start with. We're just gonna let them go for a couple of minutes, then we'll take them out and then raise the heat and do more. I'm gonna check back here in a sec. All right, so I just put in a bigger batch since we got through the first one. I don't think I remember to turn the mic on, but you do them about 3 to 5 minutes. Then, as I believe you saw, I had my tray. You can do it on paper towels. Just using a tray with a wire rack to drain them before it's time for the second one. We will check back in when it is time for the second fry. All right, so I've got them all out, or all through their first boil at the lower heat, which was to help them soften up. Now we've heated up the oil higher, and we're going to do the second boil. And we're going to do it for, instead of it being 3 to 5, you do about 5 to 8 minutes. So you see just getting them in there till they're for sure in there but covered. I'm going to keep an eye on them. See, clearly a higher heat. And we will check back towards the end when it's time for the second drain, where we're also going to put some sea salt on them while they drain. All right. All right, so after the 5 to 8 minutes, at this heat, they're getting real good and crispy. You can even just feel it in the stir. So we're going to drain them again. And I'm going to immediately put some sea salt on them while they're hot. And then we'll check back after I get all the rest of the fries done. It's probably not the bestest thing to use, but it's all I've really got. All right. So yes, now I'm salting them, then moving on to the rest, and we will check back in a little bit. So we're done with the fries. Turn the oil's heat down, letting it kind of reduce some more to the medium to medium low heat. I've got gravy, brown gravy thickening up over here, and the cheese curds for the final piece. And you can do regular cheese curds, and maybe in different areas you have access to more. In my area, we only had fried cheese curds that are frozen. So we're going to cook them a couple minutes, about 2 to 3 minutes, then drain them while the gravy finishes thickening up. I'm just going to do 2 batches. And then it'll be time to assemble, and I will show you guys that when it's that time. All right, everything's done, so we're going to assemble ourselves a plate for the poutine. So you do fries at the bottom, however many you want. Remember that you're probably sharing this dish. Then you put some of your cheese curds there on the top. And then, okay, see? And then gravy, which is still very hot. Ah. And the gravy was just cooked according to instructions for the brown gravy. And again, we wound up with fried cheese curds because that's all our store had. You can do it with just regular cheese curds. Don't have to do fried. Either way. Just kind of go with what you got the ability to use. All right. Bon appetit. See you later.